Good day, YouTube! How are you? Hopefully you're all doing good. Yeah, Rhino's here. Rhino's here. I'm going to put these on in case somebody comes by. Right now I don't actually need them because I'm supposed to have some joiners. So let's see if we have some joiners or not. Yeah. Things are going okay. Hopefully they're all going good for everybody out there in YouTube land. Again, like usual, if anyone wants to join, the floor is open to come say hi. Always will be. I can't say that you'll always be invited after the first time. Some people gave me an international cell phone number to contact them, so I don't know. My cell phone company is 25 cents every time I text them. They're more than welcome to join anytime they want. I just might not always text them because I'm a cheap Irishman. It's what it comes down to. I'm a cheap Irishman and they don't have Facebook and stuff like that. Ooh, what the fuck was that? That sounded loud. Sounded like a duck. So yeah, got some beers tonight. Nothing big going on. I know that I came tonight because tomorrow night is Maxwell Star's Beer Analysis 101. I didn't want to, not that anyone that watches that ever watches me anymore, but I didn't want to get involved in taking anything away from that. I've accidentally done it once or twice, not even thinking. It wasn't done intentionally, but I haven't been on the beer analysis in so long. I forgot all about the fact that they did that on Wednesdays. Remember, I was out of basically out of everything for half a decade. Every once in a while, I'd have beer sent up to me to review, but I wasn't part of anything, so I didn't really think about anything for the last 6 or 7 years. Right? It was just going on my merry way. One of the reasons why I don't really have anyone that joins anymore and I put it open to everybody is because I was out for so long. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't do it for the first few years up in the Arctic because the internet, the Tamani internet in Pavernatuk was to an extent worse than dial-up. I think you were basically, well, I shouldn't say it was worse than dial-up. It was worse than dial-up after high speed came around. Because the original dial-up, you didn't have so many layers on your websites and all that, so you didn't realize how bad it was. But you go to something like Tamani was closer to like a 56K modem than it was to any real high speed. So interesting times, man. Interesting times. Hopefully again we get some people joining. If not, it is what it is. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you want to join in, let me know. It is more than you're more than welcome here with the Albino Rhino. More than welcome. I was told at 6:18 that Brian was going to be a few. Just sending the link out to a few other people. And yeah, that's where we're going to be. There was a brewery that I was trying to get a hold of. There's a brewery I was trying to get a hold of from Saskatoon, the Saskatoon Brewery. And the only way to get a hold of them is via Facebook. They don't have an email address. They don't have a website. So I tried to send them a Facebook message. And my Facebook message failed to send. And I'm like, motherfuckers. Basically, I wanted to know if they sell singles. So if any of you are from Saskatoon and you know the answer to that question, please let me know, because I would love to know. I'm looking for. We're in Saskatoon for 16 hours, and that's it. So I'm just looking to see if there's anywhere that sells singles, and I'm going to go there. So I'm going to hit up Shelter Brewing Company because they sell singles. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. I'm hoping it doesn't rain tonight, because if it doesn't rain, we will go out and have a fire. I found out that when you buy the firewood kindling, right, they always show you on the kindling bag, they show you like some pine and spruce and stuff like that, trees. And then you get the bag and you take it home, and you open it up and everything's perfect, like one by one tubulars. And I found out it was fucking what they're making it out of is 2x4s. They're making it out of structural lumber that is what was more curved than what Home Depot is willing to sell, which tells you it's in horrible shape. But so you can buy a 2x4. What is a 2x4 cost now? I think like $3 or $4. Like I think. Sorry, we're just going to look this up while we're talking here. Well, look, Home Depot is the website I have open on my phone. So a regular 2x4, 2x4x8 is $4.38. So that 2x4x8 at $4.38 makes more kindling wood if you chop it into pieces and cut it down than the bag that you buy for $12. So I had some 2x4. I have 2x4s and 2x6s in the ceiling of my garage that I bought for different things, and I've used most of them that I needed, and I have like 3 of each left, and I'm like, I need one of them for this, I need one of them for that, I need one of the other one for this. That leaves me 2 of that and 1 of this. I'm just going to cut them up because it's cheaper for me to use that as my kindling than to go and buy kindling from Home Depot or from Rona or anywhere else. So I figured anytime I need it, I might just buy a fucking 2x4 and make it myself because it's cheaper. And I mean, it is what it is, right? It's sorry, I just got a message from somebody else. Doesn't normally join us on this. Has once. Tonight we are drinking watermelon lemonade from Multinational Brewing Company here in Regina. If you're wondering why it's not a full can, did a review. Did a review. Yeah. Cheers. Normally I'd turn my camera off for that, but I'm alone right now, so no one's there for you to see. So hopefully it doesn't rain tonight and we can have that fire. The clouds were bad earlier. Let's actually... Oh, I hear somebody coming downstairs. I'm just checking the security cameras, seeing if it's currently wet outside or not. It's dry. We might be able to have a fire. We might just be able to do it. Yeah. I don't know. Are any of you even watching? Am I just talking to myself? It seems to be the thing lately, man. Oh, there's two of you. Talk to me. Ask some questions. Let's get some shiznit going. Hey, let's get some shiznit going. Yeah. Come on. Ask me some questions. We'll get some answers. We're just waiting for Brian. Okay. Everything's good to go. Everything's good to go. So for those of you that are wondering, if you're in the Regina area, you're in Saskatchewan area, anything like that, the watermelon lemonade from Multinational is a good beer. It's not their best shandy or radler. It's not the best one you can get in Saskatchewan, but it is a good beer. If you want to try something different, it's there. But they do make a lot better stuff. But it's good. It's solid. And now we'll move on to the next beer while we wait. Next is Blackburn's Niagara IPA. For those of you that have never been to Niagara, we have the Sky Wheel. We have Going Over the Falls in Barrels. And we have the Skylon Tower. Now, in the back of the Skylon Tower, it almost looks like it's the Falls View Casino hotel. Don't know if it really is, but kind of looks like it. And it is what it is. I think I'm just watching myself now. Hey, if you guys had to drink a cooler, which would it be? I still have a soft spot for like Mike's Hard Lemonade and Smirnoff coolers. Really wish you could still get them. Like, you don't even know what I'm talking about there. I was typing it, not saying it. I also have a soft spot for the 7% alcohol wild berry coolers you used to be able to get in the. Well, at one point they were in glass, and then they went to plastic, and they were like $5.95 at the LCBO. This was a long time ago. I was 19, 20. So this was like 2 decades plus ago. 23, 24 years ago, depending on whether I was 19 or 20. But I really have a soft spot for those and wish you could still get them because they were cheap, they tasted good, and you bought them in a liter bottle. So you only needed to buy a couple, and you were like, yeah. And I mean, yeah, I used to have guys always get mad at me too, because I'd have parties and they'd bring their 12-pack of beer, and I'd have like 6 of those. And back then, your 12-pack of beer would be the little 355 milliliter or 343, depending on which company it was. But they'd show up with their little 12-pack, or sometimes even a 6-pack. They'd be like, "You're a pussy for drinking that," as they're drinking their 6 beers and being drunk. And I had my 6 1-liter bottles of 7% alcohol stuff, and I'm like, you do know that every one of these bottles is almost 3 bottles of your beer. And it's 7% alcohol, so it's 2% alcohol more than your beer. And you drank your 6, and I drank my 6. And my 6 would equal 18 of yours at higher ABV. And it tastes better. Because back then, what could you buy? You could buy like fucking Canadian and Coors and Bud and nothing else. And I don't, now that I'm old, I don't mind the flavors of that, but back then I kind of did. Like, well, what did I just do? I don't know what I just did. There we go. I don't. Yeah. Um. Um. Yeah. Yeah. So here's a question for you guys: how many of you have a what if man or what if girl? Like when you think back on your younger days, right? Did you ever have a relationship where you were like, what if I had stayed with that person? How would things be? What if we got back together at some point? What if this happened? What if that happened? I mean, I fell in love with my wife in high school, but I fell in love with my wife at the end of my high school career. I was in my final few years. She's only like a year or two younger than me, about a year and a half actually, if we're being right on. And yeah, things are great. But do you have anyone that you're like, what? What? Uh oh. Uh oh. So I was hoping that Brian would be here by now to be in charge while I go pee, but he's not here right now. So you're in charge while I pee. I mean, I'm albino. My pee's really expensive. If you're Tanzanian.
Your whole body's really expensive. It's Tanzanian. You need a quick way to make a buck. Just sell a finger or a toe.
You okay with me selling a finger?
To the Tanzanians?
Which finger?
I don't know. Pinky, maybe?
Is that because I don't use them in sex ever? Hi, YouTube. How are you?
Cut off just the tip. How's that much? When are we going out first?
I figured by 9 if it's not raining. And if it is raining, we can watch something.
It's cold in there.
Okay.
But fire's fine. Just
I chopped up a 2x4.
Yeah.
And I've realized that a 2x4 costs $4.38.
mm-hmm.
And the bag of kindling is $12.
Uh-huh.
The bag of kindling is about a third of the 2x4. Because I have a whole shelf filled with 2x4 now. And the kindling is a 2x4.
You just paid somebody else to chop it up for you.
Yeah.
That's why it costs so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your son not paying attention to his mother today. She's going, oh, is it really hot there? And he's like, oh, yeah. It's 18 fucking degrees out. What hot? What are you talking about?
Last week it was really hot. He probably just didn't realize. Hi, guys. You guys aren't talking to me right now, so I'm just talking to her.
See if it makes me poop.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
It's only 7. It's only like a week's worth, so we'll see how it works.
Yeah, there's 2 of you now. Ask a question. Talk. Let's go. Let's go. What's going on? Take it off. What's my favorite Ontario beer? Ooh. That could be a deep one. Are we deep dive up? One of the first 10 out of 10 beers I ever gave was Flying Monkey's Orange Mungus. And I actually have a tap handle from that one that was sent to me by Chris. So thank you, very much Chris. I'm not going to say his screen name because, yeah, he was trying to hide identity. One of the best Flying Monkeys beers I'd ever had, and the very first true Radler I'd had, and probably the first 10 out of 10 I ever gave. It was fucking amazing. So I love that beer. I still have fond memories of it. Oh, that would have been the first Toronto Festival beer I went to. So that would have been like, I don't know, 2010, 2012, somewhere in that range, I guess. Great beer. Great beer. On top of that, other Ontario beers. Half Hours on Earth, which unfortunately is now defunct. Their Totally, which was their raspberry sour, was fucking phenomenal. Bellwood's Bring Out Your Dead. Bellwood's Donkey Venom. It's not the same now, and even then it wasn't the same once it was canned. But like Mill Street's vanilla porter, their nitrogen infused vanilla porter, was fucking phenomenal. If we're looking at the more modern stuff, the more like the last few years, I used to love Silversmith's Black Lager. Doesn't seem to be the same anymore. They do have 2 production facilities now, so it kind of makes sense that it would change a little bit. Black Oak's 10 Bitter Years, much different beer now than it was then, but when it first came out, my God, that was something special. Epiphany number, which one was their oak aged quad? Was it Epiphany number 1 or Epiphany number 2? I can't remember, but Black Oak's Epiphany, I think number 1, because I think number 2 was just a Pilsner. Was an amazing Ontario beer, and again, another brewery that just doesn't exist anymore. Sorry, 1 second. Other than those, Get It the Fuck In Ya and Schwarzbier and stuff like that from Cayman Kettle were really good. The Loganberry Sour from the one and only Brimstone was great. Now, whether or not I just have a soft spot for them because we did so much business together, I don't know. Their Chicory Stout was really good too. Other Ontario beers that were great. More recently, we have stuff from from Counterpart, their Roller and their Blender series, both very good. Yeah, there's so many Ontario beers that are great. Hard ice. What company's hard iced tea are you drinking? Sorry, guys, 1 second. I have a few people asking for the link, and I'm trying to get the link to them. One second, guys. I did see there was 2 more comments. Okay. Comments. What do we got going on? American Vintage. I haven't had American Vintage in a very long time. I don't even know if you can still get it because I haven't seen it here in Saskatchewan, but it's been a long time since I've been in an Ontario LCBO. I mean, I could go look it up, but I don't care enough. But yeah, do they still do the pictures on the back of the bottles, or are they all canned now? Because I remember they used to do the pictures where it was like, hey, look, this person that used to purchase us sent this picture in, and that was always great. How about for yourself, James? What's your favorite Ontario craft beer? What's your favorite Ontario craft brewery? Next beer will be from Market Brewing, Ghost Taco Cerveza. Are you north, south, central? Where in Ontario are you? There's a few companies here that make a hard iced tea. Minhas makes a hard iced tea, and so does Rebellion. Rebellion Brewing is here in Regina as well. Rebellion Brewing's hard iced tea was incorrectly advertised as Minhas's hard iced tea in one of the Saskatchewan liquor folders, and that really pissed them off because people don't like Minhas. So to see that really helps your sales go down for a bit there until you can prove that you're you again. But I mean, it is what it is. That's right, you are. I did forget. I'm in Saskatoon. Where I should go when I'm there.
Bookstore.
You need to go to the bookstore.
You need to supervise me.
I know I need to supervise you, or our entire budget is gone on books. Sorry, I'm blind and all, so you get to see this. If here, I'll be nice to you. I'll do this while I'm reading this. You're a big fan of Rickard's Red, okay. So I take it you like Molson Export then, correct? Because if you like Rickard's Red, you should like Molson Export. Trax Brewing. Where is Trax Brewing? I know nothing about Trax Brewing. I've never heard of them. But again, it's been... Oh, I moved to the Arctic in 2019, and I am now in Saskatchewan. So a lot of the newer breweries I don't get my hands on unless Brian sends me a beer from them, because I don't have the connections in Ontario anymore that I used to have, because I used to have a lot of new things sent to me, but now that I have kind of been out of the beer industry and out of the beer reviewing, like I never really stopped reviewing beers, but I wasn't a known face because I was in the Arctic for half a decade. So while you're up there, you don't get to show your face in breweries and such, and you kind of lose what you had, and then you move to a new province and you lose what you had even more, to the point where I couldn't even get a job with breweries. There is a brewery here in Regina that keeps hiring beer ambassadors, and that's also their bartenders. And the last time I applied to them, because I've applied to them 7 times since living here for the year and a half we've been here. And the last time I applied to them, because I found out who they've hired each time, they're young girls and all that. And I'm like, of course they're hiring young girls. You know, they want them to look good in the tight shirts. And I'm like, I have boobs, so if you give me a tight shirt, I can look just like the girl. But I didn't get a call that time either. But yeah, that's where we're at.
Okay, but didn't you also piss them off?
I piss a lot of people off in the end. Hey, you know what's up for to be hired again? The position at Rebellion that I tried to get when we first moved out here.
You mean the one that they hired the very unqualified person for?
Yeah.
Are you gonna apply for it?
I'm thinking about it, but I'm not 100% sure. Sorry, every once in a while my wife wants to talk to me. Doesn't happen often.
I don't want to. You just say things that require...
Oh, you don't want to talk to me. I don't get married.
You're fucking happy. Deliriously so. Shut up. Because unlike with your first marriage, that belly's not depression belly. It's I eat good food belly.
Yeah, I know. I was fucking built when we got together, and now look at me.
Yep. Had to make sure you couldn't get away.
You had to make sure no women would hit on me, too.
Yeah, I had to make sure you couldn't get away.
I can still get away.
No, you can't.
I'm faster than you.
No, you can't. I drive. You're not faster than me.
Car in the garage or is it outside?
It's in the garage. Is your son to put the whole, oh yeah, I'll come and lock it, but I'm going to leave it closed.
That sounds like our son.
So then I had to honk at him as he...
Yeah, I do love High Keys London Fog. It is a great beer. I really enjoy a lot of London Key beers. I'm thinking of going to Shelter solely because Shelter shows that they sell their beers as singles. Prairie Sun was a brewery I was interested in, but it looks like they only sell in 4-packs and 6-packs, so I don't know. My wife suggested we go to Churchill because their food looks good, but I've had most of Churchill's beers, so we'll see. I sent Saskatoon. Well, I tried.
I gotta say, because I have to go listen, I don't drink beer, and I get dragged to all these motherfucking breweries all the time. So, and half of them never have food. And so I just look like an idiot sitting there drinking a fucking glass of water.
You could drink a beer.
I do not drink beer.
You drank Tim's Berliner Weiss a lot.
Yeah. And that was not in a brewery.
No, you're right. That was at a festival.
And there was food there.
Anyway, where I was going with that before she's decided to keep chirping over there is Saskatoon Brewing Company doesn't have a real website. They have their Facebook page, they don't have an email address on the Facebook page. They just have a message us. So I tried to message them going, hey, do you sell your beers as singles or is it all 4-packs and 6-packs? And it failed to send. And I'm like, well, we're not in Saskatoon for long, so I don't know if I want to take the time to drive over to where Saskatoon Brewing is. Pardon? You are not going to make me walk anywhere. What? You're watching me? Always. You're always watching me.
Yep.
So what was I doing at 3 a.m. when I was still awake? You might be right.
You were either jerking off, taking a shit, or pissing. One or the other.
I could have just been watching a video.
No, because the screen usually wakes me up. I'm gonna have to roll away from you so that I don't see it. You
always roll away from me. You're like, fuck this. I don't want to. I want to be in the same bed as him, but I don't want him near me.
I roll away from you when you decide you're gonna face me, because then you're breathing on me, and I can't sleep when you're breathing on me.
Don't get married. You notice that I come to the basement to leave everybody alone, and
I know it really sucks when you're trying to have you time and somebody just comes and bugs you all the time, right? Like, it really sucks. It really sucks big time.
Who tries to bug you when you're trying to have you time?
Fucking golden retriever.
Did you just call me a golden retriever?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a golden retriever.
Mm-hmm.
I am more a Rottweiler.
You do not have ADHD.
Great Pyrenees?
No, because Great Pyrenees ignore you unless you have snacks.
I basically ignore you unless you have snacks.
Not true. You are always fucking around. At every motherfucking turn.
No, some women would appreciate me.
You didn't find some women, did you?
Apparently.
You found me.
Apparently not.
Love you. I'm going upstairs.
Hi, Brian.
Hello.
How are you, Brian?
I'm good. What have I missed?
Oh, my wife making fun of me for the last 25 minutes.
Oh, nice. She doing a good job of it?
No. She called me a golden retriever, though.
Interesting. Is that because you can lick yourself?
No, if I could lick myself, I wouldn't need her.
True.
I have Ghost Taco Cerveza in this glass.
Nice.
Did you try it?
Nice. No.
See, I was hoping you'd say you had some of them, and then we could review them together.
Well, I had the wheat one. I had that.
I know, but you don't have it now.
I know. And I've had the red one, the red can, that Glorious.
Oh, yes, the one with
the
Dominion
collaboration.
City.
Yeah.
Dominion City makes some good beer, too. So if James is still around, Dominion City will also ship across Ontario. So it's a good brewery to keep in mind if you go and look and they have some good stuff. It's always a fun place to order from.
Nice. Yeah, no, I just have my ultras. Ugh. Oh, the camera's got a weird glare on it.
Your camera? My camera?
Mine.
Yeah, so you had sent me that text at about the same time that the security camera went off this morning.
Nice.
And I saw him walking up with a package, and then before I got upstairs, he was gone. So I'm like, I guess I'm going to Broad Street because I saw him leave on the camera as I was walking up the basement steps. So I came back down to the basement, and then I went up like 10 minutes later, and it was sitting on the coffee table. I'm like, I guess he gave it to my son.
Nice.
I have a
since they told me that they couldn't scan it, so they're like, that's gonna make it a little more difficult. I couldn't track it until suddenly this morning there was an update saying, "Oh, hey, there's an address problem. The new delivery date estimations like July 1st or August 1st." Like, oh, come on.
A
And then he changed
delivery
it.
problem. I wonder what the delivery problem was because it made it.
But they're used to when they scan it. So they actually had to manually do work. So then
Yeah,
it changed too.
I'm surprised they did that when they're on their possible strike work actions.
Yeah. So and then it changed like 20 minutes later to, oh, will be delivered today. I'm like, perfect. Then out for delivery.
And then delivered.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? I'm usually like if it's coming on a day I close, I am usually here when they get here because they usually get here around 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Because the one that does this area, because it'll all go to the post office that is, one second here, let me think of where I'm sitting. Here, so it's about 4 blocks that way.
Okay.
And it's probably about level with my house. So 4 blocks that way exactly is where the post office is.
Yeah. Have you had any of them yet?
Well, this one.
That one? Just that one?
No, I reviewed 3 of them before I came live.
Nice.
The Niagara IPA.
I've had that. I've had that one. I had a flight, a little one of that.
I was trying to figure out if this was like Falls View Hotel behind the Skylon.
So that one has a higher alcohol content than their normal IPA.
Yes, this one's at 6.
Yeah.
And then I also reviewed this one tonight. The Banana, Cherry, and Lime Waves.
Ooh, how was that? Like you did it on this? You did it on this thing earlier, or did you do it separate?
No, I did it before we came live.
Okay.
That's why I still have some.
Nice.
Sorry, there was also vanilla in there. And we were going to have a guest that can get me in trouble join tonight too, but she didn't.
You had a good turnout on Saturday. Was it Saturday you did your last one?
Yes, me, you, Guy, and Jules. We finally got to see Jules' face.
Yeah.
And you're right, he was a good guest.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I gotta piss. Be right back.
Oh, great. Okay. We'll listen for you.
Ow! If it's yellow, let it mellow.
No, flush it.
Ugh. Notice the haircut?
Yeah. Good job.
It's getting fucking hot here.
Huh. So you on vacation now?
I have been since Saturday.
Okay. I thought we had the same, but it wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah, I should have taken longer, to be honest. But I didn't. There we go. Okay. I don't have any more. Ooh, we got to start a new one.
New what?
A new ounce.
Interesting.
I don't have a grinder though.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, I own like 7 of them. So hey.
You'll get
I
one.
see there's a new comment. We'll get to that in 1 second. I'm just gonna have some lime habanero chili peanuts. Then I'm gonna reach a grinder and an ounce, and I'll answer your question. I'll probably turn the camera off while I do that.
I'll be right back. I could take off for a sec. I'm just gonna mute this. I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh shit! How do I mute this again?
The problem with driving is I'm not the driver. I'm blind, right? My wife is the driver. And you never know what she's going to be willing to do. I've had some homebound brewing beers, and they were really good. And they were really good at several years old. So I'd be curious. Do I finish off? I might as well finish off the Blissful. I didn't realize that I still had some. Ooh, but I have an albino queen. I'm gonna have to buy more soon. Oh well. But yeah, I unfortunately need my wife to drive. I did see how close it was. I was like, that would be a good place to go. And then I was curious if it wasn't on the way, but I was hoping that Pile of Bones sister brewery would be on the trip to Saskatoon, but it's not. That being Nokomis, which is unfortunate because again I would have hit them up too. Yeah, I mean it is what it is in the end, and yeah. I have no qualms with it, shall we say. Brian's gone. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate none of the old crew ever joins us anymore. I'd love to have more people just chatting it up again, right? I'd love to just shoot the shit. It's why I always leave this open to anyone that wants to join. If you want to join, you're more than welcome to join. Hell, there's a guest that's joined a few times that gets me in trouble because I dated her at one point, and my wife is not a fan of her talking to me still. But yeah. My wife's like, well, you know, there's no other person you've ever dated or I've ever dated that we're still in contact with. And I go, yeah, the difference is she was like my first girlfriend and I never had sex with her. She was just somebody that we dated in our younger years. I'm like, everybody that neither of us talk to anymore has either had a penis in us or being her exes or has had our penis in them. So I understand that one. Just somebody that, we never got past the odd kiss because we were 14 years old. But hey, I get it. I do. I'm an understanding male. I get it. I might not always agree with things, but I get it. You don't necessarily need a camera as long as you have a microphone so that you can be heard. See if I can do the Al Snow voice again. What does everybody want? Head. What does everybody need? Head. I found this in my pocket. And my son must have had it in the laundry, and somehow it ended up in my pocket. Because why would I have a Lego man head? Ooh, I have a little bit of hash left too, eh? Okay, we got this. If you would like to join us, you can send me a Facebook message or an email or something. I can get the link to you. I guess in theory I could post the link here because, again, I don't think anyone really cares. Brian's always open to chat with anybody. So, hey. There you go. I don't know what Brian's doing right now. He asked me what time we were going live. And I told him, and he said that'll work. And then I came downstairs, and he had wrote, I'll still be a few. So I'm like, okay, I'll review my beers. And I started reviewing my beers. And after about half an hour, I was done reviewing my beers, and he still wasn't on. So I'm like, a few, eh? He's like, yeah, I'm still not home. And I'm like, you don't fucking say. This is the thing, right? As you get older, you got things to do. I get it. I just like making fun of it. Oh, that's a lot of hash that I just put in there. Oh, well, it is what it is. I want to sleep tonight. I haven't slept one day so far on my vacation. So my son was talking to my son and daughter tonight. And the first thing he said is, Otis attacked me. Otis being my St. Bernard. They're like, do you mean play or attack? And he's like, he attacked me. They're like, do you still have him as a pet? He's like, yeah, why wouldn't I? And they're like, because he didn't get it. And I'm like, are you trying to make your mother say that our dog is violent and needs to go away? He's like, no. But well, you just told her he attacked you. Now, the fact that she didn't ask any questions saddens me too, because you're 120 pounds and that dog is almost 200 pounds. If he attacked you, you'd be dead, boy. Like, let's stop. And then he's like, I'm alone this day because mom and dad are, because he calls Alicia mom and dad are going to Saskatoon. And they're like, so first off, I don't get to see my kids this year because I couldn't fly them here this year. I didn't have the money to fly them. Now the trip to Saskatoon going to cost us less money than one of the kids flying here by several $100s. And I said to my ex-wife, I'm like, first off, do you think you can help with at least Aiden's flight to you to see you? And two, could we get a little bit longer of a vacation this year around? Like, can we take them for a whole month? Make it worthwhile when we're paying the amount of money we're paying. No. Okay. So when's Aiden flying to me? Well, if you're not helping fly him, never. You're the access parent. If you're not paying for his flight, I'm not paying for his flight this year because I can't pay for the other two. And then he's like, and Harlow's not here. She's with Nana and Papa. So he came downstairs and gave me my phone back, and I'm like, "Can you stop giving your mother fodder?" Now this boy is 14, turning 15, but he's special needs. He doesn't realize a lot of things going on in the world around him. He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "You just told them that Harlow's with Nana and Papa." I go, "I can guarantee you your mom is going to go around and say that we paid for her to fly out there, but we wouldn't pay to fly the kids here. But the only reason Harlow's with Nana and Papa is Nana and Papa paid to fly Harlow to Nana and Papa." And he's like, "Oh." I go, "And you told them that the dog attacked you. Like, are you moronic? I thought you were joining. Why are you? Come ask me that in person." Yeah, I have bought a beer just for the label several times, actually. Sometimes it's worked out. Sometimes it worked out, and sometimes it was horrible. I probably shouldn't be putting this much hash in these king size rolls. Maybe in the slims, but these king size probably don't need it. But I kind of want to get rid of the blissful and start the next one. I only have 3 ounces left after this, so let's get rid of them, right? There we go. That'll be enough to put me to bed tonight. I will sleep after our campfire. And let's put my hash away. Eight, 9. I still have 10 kings and 20 20 of the other guys. There we go. Put those over there. Going to cook supper. I forget, right? I know that the time is the time. I forget that we're 2 hours behind Ontario, right? I'm still thinking it's 10 o'clock. Because when I go live, and the only person from Ontario that joins really normally is Brian. But I do all this around Ontario time zones. So I'm like, hey, it's 10 o'clock right now. It's not 10 o'clock right now. I've only had 2 beers from them. I didn't necessarily like either beer, but my lord, the art is amazing. I had The Princess is in Another Castle. And High Score Haze. Again, both had fantastic art. But neither was amazing. See you when you get back, James. I have 16-bit synthwave label. I'm absolutely buying it. I kept the label. Yeah, I missed the label wall I had in the basement in White's Tavern in Ontario. I should make another one. I should get just a... Well, you don't get... You don't get bottles here, really, eh? I haven't seen many bottles at all in Saskatchewan. Like, there's some, and bottles are the easiest ones to get good labels from. Like, there's Cobra. I could take that and make it part of a bottle label wall. Do I have anything else in here that's worth keeping? I don't even know what's in here. Let's see what else we have in here, right? Because, oh, we have Scarborough Fair. We have Nokomis Zigzag. But, like, I could make a nice wall with some of this stuff. Why do I have a Champagne Brut? From Kirkland. I never bought that. Why is this in here? And Jelly King from Ontario, from Bellwoods. I'm actually surprised with the tariff on aluminum, because we make the aluminum and then the Americans pay tariff on it. And then both Ball and Crown Canning are in the US, and they sell the cans back to us. So it's tariffed again. I'm actually surprised bottles haven't started coming back in Saskatchewan, because it's actually going to be more cost effective to bottle things than to can them with what's going on.
What's up?
The sky.
Perfect.
Everything good?
Yeah, someone wasn't feeling well upstairs.
Someone?
A little bit of the pukies going on.
A little bit of the pukies?
Yeah.
How is the wife?
She's good. It's actually the youngest daughter. Yeah, they're doing good. They're doing good.
Can the youngest daughter drink yet?
Yeah. Yeah, she was born in 2003. Yippers. So, 22.
Lucky you, they're all in their 20s already.
Yeah, they can drink in the States.
I have one that's fucking 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be like 60 and they're still going to be living at home.
That's okay.
All right. You have a good night, sir.
I haven't seen that name in a while.
Yeah. He used to be around a lot, eh?
Yeah, I remember like 6 months ago he was on. He was a few times.
He said he has a microphone, so he'll join us next time.
Oh, nice. That's exciting.
That's a new name. They'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, what do we got now?
Oh.
Gabriel, any good Vancouver Island beers you like? I like Wolf Brewing Company out of Nanaimo. Let me see what breweries are on Vancouver Island, and then I might be able to answer you, because I never pay attention to whether they're... I'm sure I've had a bunch. And like I said, the link is, if you scroll up and you want to join us and say hi, the link is up above. Granville Island. Vancouver Island. I've had like Island Lager. Sorry, I don't get a lot of beers from Vancouver. I've had a lot of beers from BC, but Vancouver and Vancouver Island not so much. Dockside Brewing, no. 33 Acres Brewing, no. Powell, no. Yaletown, no. North Point, no. Main Street, no. Strange Fellows, I've had some Strange Fellows stuff. So give me 1 second here. Parallel 49, I've had a bunch of stuff from them. Brass Neck, no. Vancouver Container. I've had a bunch of stuff from Container, especially recently. Some of their stuff is really good, some of it not so much. Terminal Brewing, no. Dogwood, no. Storm Brewing, no. So yeah, it looks like there's not been a lot I've had by them. But let's go see. I said I've had stuff from Container. So let's go see what my favorite beer from Container was according to Untapped. Because I can't remember any off the top of my head, which means I probably haven't given a 9 or more to anything. But let's see. Because I think there might have been one. Vancouver, BC, Container Brewing. I've had 7 beers from them. Tears of a Poet. It was meh for me. Aurora. Meh. Title Fight, which was their blueberry stout. I liked. It wasn't amazing. Hey Dreamer, their fruited sour was good. Rad, the pineapple passion fruit shandy was meh. Cold
Beer
Box,
back again.
I liked. You going back up for another pukey puke? Three-Legged Mare. That was my favorite beer by them. Their brown ale. Three-Legged Mare. Now I'm just checking the other breweries that I know I've had stuff from. Vancouver Island Brewing Company. I've had the Beach Shack Guava Blonde, and it was okay. Mile High Mountain Ale was okay. Black Betty Blackberry Saison was my favorite of those, and I had that almost 10 years ago, so I have no idea what it's like now. So far, Three-Legged Mare, I'd still say was probably my favorite, and then the Title Fight. And then it was showing Granville Island, and I know that nobody really cares for Granville Island because of who owns them currently. But let's go see what I got going on over there, because I've had 16 beers from them because they're a big brewery. You get more beers from them. False Creek Peach Sour was I'd buy it again. Choco Brown, again, buy it again. Again, most of these I've had more than 7 years ago. 7 to 10 years ago, so 7 years to a decade ago. Lion Summer Ale was meh. 1-2 Punch was I'd buy it again. Two Tides was meh. Coco Loco Chocolate Porter was I would buy it again. Really like it. Sunshine Coast Hefeweizen was even worse than meh. Ginger Ninja was I would buy it again, which was a hard ginger beer. It was actually the best ranking so far. Island Lager was no thank you. And Saison, I didn't write a mark for. Uncle Monty's Best Bitter, I didn't write a mark for. Maple Shack Cream Ale, I didn't write a mark for, but I do remember really liking that. Brockton West Coast, didn't write a mark for that. That was 12 years ago. Sunshine Coast Hefeweizen, 2.5 out of 5 I gave it, so meh. Lions Winter Ale, I did like that one. That one was 12 and a half years ago that I've had that one. And last but not least of the Granville Island beers I've had was English Bay Pale Ale, and it was meh to me. My favorite brewery so far from BC that I've had would probably be, is it Four Winds? The Nectorious. That was a 10 out of 10 beer for me. So they would probably be my favorite. But yeah, from Vancouver Island, have not had a lot. I can get more Vancouver beers now that I'm here in Saskatchewan than I could ever get in Ontario. But again, I don't have any connections really in BC, so I get whatever's available at my local bottle shops. And those of you wondering what I'm drinking currently, it's Waves Cherry, Banana, Lime, and Vanilla Sour from Merit Brewing in Hamilton, Ontario. Yeah, see, when I was in Ontario, you didn't get a lot of Vancouver Island stuff. You would get you get a lot of stuff from around Vancouver, around BC, but mostly stuff like Canary Brewing Company. Cannery, I say Canary. I've said Canary for over a decade when I have a Cannery Brewing Company beer. I don't know why. I'm just going to start calling it Canary Brewing. But like their black lager is really good. Their maple stout is really good. They make some great beers. Welcome back, Brian.
Thank you.
Everything good?
Yeah, just make sure everything was good.
Is there more pukies?
No. I just want to see how things were.
Have they been drinking?
No, I have a bit of a gluten intolerance allergy. So there may have been some contamination, cross-contamination, and something that was claimed to be gluten-free. So that usually results in violent puking.
Oh, they're kettle cooked peanuts. Didn't know that.
Nice.
They're supposed to be a medium heat, but that's a lie.
Yeah. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? Chad, a better IPA around?
Fixed Gear makes some good beers. I mean, I'll give them that. I don't know. Again, I haven't had my exposure to Ontario beers currently is basically whatever you send me. So it's been a long time since I've had a lot of stuff. So it could be a lot better than the last time I had it, which was, I think, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
What do we have? We have Brothers Brewing in Guelph. Brothers Brewing makes some great beers. At least the last time I had Brothers, it was good stuff. And Brothers will ship across Canada. Problem is, currently, Brothers doesn't have a lot of options
variety.
available. They used to have like 7 or 8 options at all times, and now they're
Yeah.
down to like 4 or 5. So sometimes it's just not worth ordering from them.
No.
Royal City started off really strong. By the time I left Ontario to the Arctic, Royal City wasn't great anymore. The stuff you've sent me by them has been good, but it hasn't been like awesome.
Yeah.
Wellington can do some good stuff. Wrinkly Beer Brewing Company. Never even heard of those motherfuckers, but I want a beer from Wrinkly Bear. Like,
that sounds pretty good. Just that name alone.
Yeah, if I come to visit Ontario, it doesn't look like they can, but if I come to visit Ontario again, I have to go there just for a Wrinkly Bear beer. Fixed Gear, again, I've had some good fixed gear beers, but I haven't had a lot of stuff by them. Sleeman Brewery, we know Sleeman. Sleeman can make some okay stuff. I mean, it's Sleeman.
The 2.0 is not too bad.
No, I mean, if you're looking for just a low carb macro beer that really has no flavor, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't been to the Woolly Pub in forever, but the Woolly Pub used to be an amazing place to go to. Escarpment Labs makes some great yeast. Yeast is used in a lot of breweries in Ontario. Mm-hmm. I think I'm basically done all the brewers. So there's only one brewery I've never heard of currently. So I mean, Guelph has not exploded in the beer market from when I was last there.
Kind of surprising considering it's university town.
Yeah. Oh, they do can at the Wrinkly Bear.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I'm of legal drinking age. Show me what you have, motherfuckers.
Yes.
Currently pouring.
Currently canning, not currently pouring.
Clumsy Bear Stout. Scarlet Fox Amber Ale. Thunder Cub IPA. Finn's Jig Pale Ale. There you go. So nothing spectacular, but I mean, I think when you think about it, right? A regular lager, an American lager,
yeah,
okay. An American IPA, okay. A pale ale, American, okay. A regular amber lager, excited, and a American stout. That one I'm not as okay with. I want if this is your lineup, I want like an Irish stout or something as your stout. I've never been to the brewery itself. I know the brothers. I've met the brothers. They were serving for Niagara College when Niagara College was at one of my beer festivals, and they hadn't graduated yet. But I loved their pumpkin beer that they brewed inside a pumpkin. But yeah, I can see you're selling small glasses for an expensive amount. I can see going to the pub, not great. But I mean, if I'm going to their shop right now and I'm looking for beers,
how's the food there?
I don't even know if they have, like I've never been to their.
I know. I'm throwing it towards the person who talked about it.
So,
Gabriel?
Tandem Helles Lager is $5 a can. Now I don't know what. Then they have Lamplighter IPA at $5 a can. This one is one I haven't had, which is Absurd Bird Strawberry Mango Dry Hop Sour at $5 a can. Baby Thunder, which is a baby pale ale, is also $5 a can. So right now they have 4 beers. That's sad to me. Like I said, they used to have like 7, 8, 9 offerings.
Right now, there's 2 beers I would order. 2 beers I would order. Sad. There's no use in me ordering them.
Yeah.
But for me, being in Saskatchewan, $5 a can is actually pretty equivalent to what I pay here. So
it's almost the same here for something that at the LCBO. At the LCBO, slurring. Wow.
So yeah, no food.
Okay. Hey, good food and crappy beer might be worthwhile.
Well, like, I would love to get my hands on an Absurd Bird, but I'm not paying the shipping cost for Absurd Bird only. What's Fixed Gear got going for it right now? Like I said, it's been a long time since I've had... Fixed Gear was at my last beer festival. And that was the last time I had one of their beers.
Nice.
What do we have? Alley Cat Milkshake IPA. I'm surprised you got away with that. Because Alley Cat is brewed by a brewery in Alberta that used to have a brewery in Ontario and has sold its beer in Ontario and has sold Alley Cat in Ontario. Now, yes, Alley Cat from this brewery that I'm speaking of is spelled K-A-T, and your Alley Cat is C-A-T. But yeah. Also, we're looking at $3.75 to $3.25 a can, so cheaper. Breakaway IPA, which is, I'm assuming, is the beer that you are speaking of. Cherry Training Wheel Sour. Ooh. Barosia Italian Lager. Dutch Blonde Classic. Fixie Citra IPA. Hat Trick Light Lager. Glow Ride Double IPA. So far, I haven't seen a beer I've had by them yet. Honey Hop Water. Interesting.
Oh, when I was in the Ferry Street LCBO the other day.
Oh, Red Hook Stout. I had Red Hook Stout. I really enjoyed it. Stonehammer Dark Ale. So these are the guys that bought the Stonehammer Brewing Company, F&M. Okay. I got that. That's actually a good beer. Blood Orange Roadie Series. It's a carbonated water. Peloton German Pilsner. Hole-in-One Light Lager. Jim Cuddy Harvest Red Ale.
Jim Cuddy, the guy from Blue Rodeo?
Yeah. Lime Light Lager.
Mm.
Okay, I would buy a can of each of those if they shipped out here. Like that's, I'd be interested in some of that stuff. And the Stonehammer Dark is probably the beer I would keep from Stonehammer. Maybe Stonehammer Light as well. But yeah. So yeah, the only beer I saw on their list there that I've had in the past was the Red Hook Stout. And again, if they shipped across Canada, I would be on that. At $3.75 a can, I can't. That's like when I was buying stuff from Burnside.
Yeah.
We have some Great Western Light.
Nice.
I do have a Great Western Light to send your way.
Cool.
Because I think you'll be fine with it. I think you'll be okay.
For sure. I like basic beers.
I mean, it's not a Michelob Ultra, but...
No, but yeah, my dad gave me a case of them many months ago, and I'm finally finishing it off.
Well, I'm out. Well, not out, but it's in my fridge now, the second 2-4.
Nice.
And I bought it more than 2 weeks ago. So I mean, I've done okay for drinking the way I drink. I never really cared much for the Stonehammer Pilsner, but the dark I really liked.
and the light I really liked. I was pissed off because if you watch our video that we did at FNM when we did our beerumentary series with Stonehammer, we asked them about beers, and we were like, "You're not going to jump on the bandwagon and make an IPA?" And they're like, "No." And Lisa from the non-gaming bank, her husband was there with us when we filmed this, and we're like, "You're not going to jump on the bandwagon and make an IPA?" And they're like, "No." And then they, like 2 months later, came out with Bandwagon IPA because they decided with what we had said that it was the greatest name to make it. And they didn't give us anything. They weren't even like, "Here's a can of it to review since you named it and made us make one." It was a no, we made this up ourselves. Really? Because we have on video us asking if you were going to jump on the bandwagon and make an IPA. Motherfuckers.
The funny part is that they probably already had it brewing. It's probably sitting.
Then they didn't know what to name it yet.
Yeah, the fact that 2 months later they had that out and ready. It's a good name for it, though.
It really was. We were like, "Yeah." Brian, you're in charge. I got to pee again. I broke the seal, and now I'm...
Oh, that's not good.
Hey, are you at the age yet that you wear, like, house shoes? Because I have house Crocs.
I should be, but I don't. Melissa is, though.
I don't like admitting that I'm getting older, But yeah, I wear house Crocs now.
I find it's more for... I need it more for in the basement on the concrete floor in the winter.
Well, I'm
just
in the basement.
Keep my feet warm. Yeah, just keep my feet warm. That's all. So it's not on the concrete.
What does everybody want? Head.
What does everybody need? All right. Got the All-Star game for baseball on. 6-3 National League. Top of the 7th. Just turned the game on recently, so I haven't paid much attention. Oh, stolen base, bad throw to second.
So I took the accordion door down, which is why you hear me pee so much.
Yeah.
But my wife wanted me to do like one of the sliding
pocket doors.
She's like, build a barn door and put it on a track for me. And I'm like, okay. The problem is I can't do it there because they have like a 45-degree angle going from where the
why don't you just show the camera? You just twist the camera over.
Well, it's not a camera, it's the whole thing, right? So
yeah, okay.
So for me to do a barnyard door there, I wouldn't be able to do it. And I've been looking at it going, what can I do to put a door on our washroom? Because I had to get rid of that accordion door. I kept walking into it in the middle of the night because it's an accordion door, right? So it sticks like this far into the doorway.
Yeah.
So it got taken down, and we're like, well, we personally don't care about it because it's the bathroom in our little ensuite down here.
Yeah.
But if we ever went to sell, somebody might care about it, and if we have visitors who come down to say hello or something, they might care. Or if one of us is in the shower and our son or daughter comes down, we might care.
Yeah.
So we were walking the dogs tonight, and we were going up the street behind us. So we were on Edgar, and we were coming up Edgar,
And, you know, we have a St. Bernard and we have a Great Pyrenees, and they're both big dogs. And there's this Cane Corso chained up on his porch, like his front porch. He's just laying there staring at us going by, and me and the Great Pyrenees go by first. And, you know, she's a fixed female, so he doesn't give a shit. And then my wife comes by with the unfixed St. Bernard, and she almost gets by the whole house before the Cane Corso's up and charging at her, right? Like full speed.
Oh, jeez.
But he's chained. She's like, oh, God, please hold. Please hold.
Yeah.
And the chain held, but that made him bark at the dog that just came at him. And the second he barked, that put my Great Pyrenees in attack mode.
Yeah.
And she's ready to try and rip the shit out of a Cane Corso. And I'm like, yeah, we're not having this.
No.
And we're trying to get away, and the next house has a fucking Rottweiler that's trying to get out of its yard, so they're going off. And I'm like, motherfuckers.
Guess you gotta take that street off your list of places to walk.
Yep. Well, we came up because there's a guy that lives down my street, like 2 blocks down.
Yeah.
And he came out, and he had an overweight German Shepherd. And they were all good with each other until the German Shepherd barked at our dogs. And as soon as he barked at our dogs, they're like, fuck you, we'll kill you.
Yeah.
Like, they were all happy and everything until he barked, and then like, ah! I'm like, oh, God. So we were coming up a different street, and then I'm on the cross street waiting for her to get up to me with Otis, and the fat German Shepherd's walking past us again, so Colleen's ready to kill him again. I'm like, oh. And then she had 2 hood rats that were like, oh, can we pet your dog? What's its name? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not giving you the name of her because she's the one that's going to tell the other one whether or not it's time to attack. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen you try to get in my yard once.
Someone trying to get to your ladder.
Maybe it was the one trying to get to my ladder.
I'll be right back.
All right. Is it still nice out? I don't think that's the reason beer stores are closing. I think beer stores are closing because less people are buying beer, and also because the beer stores are owned by the big conglomerates, Anheuser-Busch, Molson Coors, and Sapporo. And I think they wanted to save some money, more so than anything else. I don't think having convenience stores selling beer is your problem, because convenience stores beer prices are not the exact same as the beer store and LCBO. You usually see the beer store and LCBO cheaper because you can't sell cheaper than them, but you can sell more expensive than them if you needed to. I have no problem with convenience stores selling beer. I have no problem with alcohol being more accessible. I don't have a problem with any of that at all. More tax money is more tax money is the way I look at it. Is what it is, but I do find it funny that the beer stores are blaming the convenience stores for it when the convenience store sales numbers are not that great. I don't fully keep on top of it like I used to, but on my Facebook group is still some Ontario consultants and Ontario authors that do keep very close tabs on it, and they share the numbers quite often. And the numbers aren't nearly as bad as the beer store makes it out to be. So yeah, I'm all for convenience stores selling it. I don't think that we have to think of the children and this and that. I think it's fine. More access is more access. I just hate that we always put it in the fridge. Unless it's a beer that needs to be in the fridge, I think most beer, especially macro beer, which is meant to be just chugged down, shouldn't be refrigerated at the point of sale, because it sells fast enough that you don't need to refrigerate it, and most of the time it's filtered enough that it doesn't need to be refrigerated for shelf life. We're refrigerating it for quick access. And if we're worried about somebody buying a 6-pack, sitting in their car, drinking it, and then driving, don't put it in the fridge. He ain't going to drink Canadian that hasn't been refrigerated. It does not taste good. He's not going to do it. So just don't put it in the fridge. I mean, it's that easy. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff in here. That's gonna get microwaved when we're done. We have Sarcan in Saskatchewan. Basically, it's its own company that takes the stuff back, kind of like the beer store does. Actually, it's you go in, you have to have your plastic separated, your glass separated, your cans separated, and you go in line normally, and you send it through yourself and do all the counts yourself and everything like that. Now we pay for the drop and go. And the drop and go is you go in, you say how many bags or containers you have, you put the stickers on it, and you just throw it through. Now you're taking into account, you're trusting that they're saying that you're getting exactly what you're getting. So say you have 100 cans, you're hoping they say you have 100 cans and not say like, hey, they have 90 and keep the money from 10 of them or whatever. It's not like it happens. Well, it could happen. Who gives a shit, right? We also pay the 25-cent convenience fee for them to direct deposit us stuff. They e-transfer you whatever it is you have. So you'll go in, you'll see people that are standing there, and they've been standing there for like 45 minutes, and we walk in and we're done in like 35 seconds. We go in, we have 6 bags, sticker, throw it through and walk away. That's what we do. Our last return, how much was our last return? Alicia? What was our last return with Sarcan?
Almost $50.
Yeah. And I mean, you don't just, it's not just for alcohol. Your bottles of water get you money here. Like you pay a deposit on bottles of water. You pay a deposit on juice boxes. You pay a deposit on anything ready to drink or eat, basically, that is. Like you buy coffee meat, your coffee meat has a deposit on it. So you bring it all back and you get your deposit back. And we usually wait till we have at least a full bag of plastic and a full bag of cans. Usually our return is only like $20, which makes me think that maybe we were getting ripped off for a while, because we returned basically the same amount of shit and got double the money back this time. But hey, I'm still not, my time is money. So if you're going to steal $5 from me by me dropping off my empty cans and bottles for me to take like 30 seconds to do it versus an hour, I'm still going to take 30 seconds to do it and lose that $5. Do you agree? She's ignoring me while she's pooping. That's just the way I'm looking at it. I never returned anything in Quebec. Actually, that's a lie. We did it once in Nunavik to the co-op return system, where you just threw everything. Oh, my bottle of water fell over. You threw everything into their machine that counted it as you threw it in. But yeah, so Saskatchewan's setup is kind of like the beer store, where you bring it back to a place. You can't even put glass in the recycling anymore. You used to be able to do glass in any type of recycling bin, like your big blue bin, because we have the 3 colored bins. And you used to be able to throw your recycling into your glass into your recycling bin. And now they don't let any glass go into the recycling bin. So if I want to return a jar or something, I have to return it to Sarcan. However, I get no deposit back on it. It's just if I want to recycle it, it has to go back to Sarcan.
So a lot of times that now ends up in the garbage because no. Yeah, and like I said, so here is a lot like Ontario, but you're going to Sarcan instead of the LCBO or the beer store. And the beer store didn't take back anything. It was just liquor. It wasn't like you could go there and be like, here is, like, I go to Sarcan, I can return jars, I can return cardboard, I can return whatever I want, but all that stuff can also go in my green bin other than jars and stuff like that. I have electronics that has to go back, like a broken TV. It's going to Sarcan. So when I go back with my bags of water bottles and juice boxes and pop bottles and stuff like that, I bring whatever I need to bring with me then. And in Saskatchewan, you'll see a lot of water bottle sales, and it's mostly because, like, here in Regina, we still have a lot of lead pipes for your water. So a lot of time you're drinking bottled water because your choices are bottled water or lead. And between the two, which one is safer for you? So yeah. Why did I just get who emailed me? I mean, the most I ever got back in Ontario going to the beer store, I think my highest refund was ever $20. My highest refund here was $49 because they take, like I said, everything. And now with the tariffs, we've been buying bottles of pop instead of the cans because the bottles are a lot cheaper than cans. And the return you get on the bottles is better. So, hey, now that price you get as a return is slightly less than the deposit you pay on it. So when I get 5 cents back for this bottle, I paid 10 cents in deposit for it. I just don't get my whole deposit back because part of that deposit is an environmental fee. But again, my house has lead pipes for my water pipes. My interior water pipes are all copper and stainless steel, but coming to the house is lead from the city. We are on the list to get changed. They're several blocks behind us still, so in the next few years it'll happen. And until then, every year they bring you filters like a Brita and a Brita filter, the Elite filter. So they give you what you need to take the lead out of your water for the year until they can change your pipes. But I just drank the bottled water for now. Well, I think I'm gonna give her. So thank you, Gabriel, for joining. We will do another live sometime this week. More than welcome to join again. But I am going to go start a fire. We're going to sit outside, have a fire, watch some videos, just chill. We chill in front of the campfire. That's our chill spot. Plus, I got to make a little bit of food because I'm a very large man and I'm hungry. Have a good one. Good night.